This question is from Beth, is her name. And she says, I am looking to request a promotion. How do I do it? Looking to request a promotion. How do I do it? Okay, let's break this down. I can jump in. You can start, Christine, whatever comes to your mind first.
Okay. So the first thing I would wonder about Beth is how long has she been at the company?
Great question.
And what is the company policy on promotions? Like, when is she up for her evaluation? What is the company policy on promotions? What is standard and customary at her place of work? That's the first thing that I would want to know.
Yeah, I think that's a really great question because we have to collect data first, right? And this isn't to discourage anybody because I do think that, in your career, you should want to level up. You should want to get to that next step. But oftentimes, and Christine, you may or may not disagree with me, people ask for promotions without doing the due diligence behind asking for the promotion. Just like
right.
It's like, is there a company policy? So for example, I'll just be completely transparent. With Rise Up For You, we have a scale that moves every year. And the scale it's fixed. So if you've been here for 2 years and you have this degree or that degree, you get this. If you've been here for 3 years, and so you potentially get a promotion every year, but it's a fixed promotion, right? There's nothing beyond that. I know in education has the same thing. There's a scale that moves every year. So I think you're spot on by asking those right questions. What's the policy? What is the standard? And right. My favorite question, not to knock anybody, but is how long have you been there? Because I'm not gonna lie, I also have some clients that are like, I've been there for 6 months and I want a promotion. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Right. Let's be real.
Right.
Is 6 months reasonable, right? Thoughts
for
on
sure.
that?
For sure, yeah, is 6 months reasonable? And also, like, some companies have it tied to their yearly evaluation. So if you're satisfactory, you're going to come in at a certain percentage. If you're exceeding standard, you're going to come in at a certain percentage. So you need to know that going in. And it's also really important to make it really obvious for your supervisor the wins that you've had, and that's where self-promotion comes in. So you don't want to ask your supervisor to do the work for you. Like, well, I'm super fabulous and it's been 6 months, so I'm ready. Like, what can you offer me? That's not the way to go. You need to do your due diligence, as you said, in advance. Make a list of the wins that you've had, the ROI, how you have increased the bottom line for your company. Where is the data? What are the stats? With the work that you've done, where have been the wins? And then present that to your boss. And you'll have a much better chance at getting what you need, and be really clear about what you want. That's another piece, is be really clear about exactly what it is that you're asking for. And going back to what you said about it's been 6 months, I want to raise. I think sometimes just by comparison, people hearing what other people are getting paid, and maybe on social media and such, you think, oh, well, I'm pretty good at what I do. I should be making 400 grand as well. Well, that's not necessarily reasonable, and you don't necessarily have all the data around what you think you deserve right now. So just be reasonable.
Absolutely.